John Hofmeister is the former president of Shell Oil, the author also of Why We Hate the Oil Companies. He joins us from Houston. John, thanks for being with us. I want to start off with that series of huge oil plumes deep in the Gulf. It seems to reinforce this notion out there that no one really knows how much oil is spewing from this leak. Is it a question of not knowing, or no one's being straight with us?
I think people are giving their best estimates, Lester. There's no reason not to just lay it out there. I think it's very hard to measure what's the combination of gas and oil. So I think the danger of that oil in the ocean is real. I think we have to do what we can to get that well plugged as soon as possible to prevent the oil from getting into the ocean in the first place.
And help me understand that the methods they're going through. It seems like nothing is working. It almost feels like a shotgun approach. Is it like that, or are we witnessing something that's more methodical than it appears?
It's actually a methodical, disciplined engineering solution process that is discussed, debated, analyzed, and then executed inside the crisis room that BP has set up. So you have this whole litany of possible solutions, each of which has its merits but also its demerits. The engineers will debate and discuss. A decision will be made to apply people to make the solution work. They then have to manufacture or engineer the parts. All of this is going on simultaneously. So it's not one solution, then let's go to B, then let's go to C. They're all being worked simultaneously so that as time progresses, they're better prepared to try whatever is next on the list. The determination to stop this flow, I think, is genuine.
We keep hearing that there are other things that they're not trying that have been used in other oil spills. Is that, in fact, the case?
Well, you have to realize that at 5,000 feet, what might have worked elsewhere probably wouldn't work at 5,000 feet with all the pressures. But the best minds in the industry from across the industry and around the world are going to work on this, and they will go through the analysis of any and all solutions to try to get to the ones that they think they can make happen.
John, you wrote the book on why people hate the oil companies. You have the president who says enough of this cozy relationship between the oil companies and the government. What's the long-term impact here of all this?
Well, I think too much could be made of what is a so-called cozy relationship. As the president of a company, I never felt a cozy relationship. I felt that the regulators did what the regulators were supposed to do. I felt that getting permits was always a challenge and a contest. There was no easy day I can remember. I felt that government officials were doing their jobs in terms of enforcing regulations. When I ran into frustrations, I would appeal to higher levels. Sometimes I would be heard. Many times I would be pushed back on. So while there may be these allegations, and there may have been instances where some individuals didn't do things according to the way they should have, I think that there is a healthy relationship, a healthy contest between what industry wants to do and what government does to protect society or the environment. I think that if there's more regulations put in place...
We're going to have to end the conversation there, but thank you so much for coming on with us. We do appreciate you being here.